Welcome back to my 100-day drawing challenge 2020. Today is day number 34 and the prompt is ballet. I was excited for this prompt because it meant that I got to use a lot of pink shades. I really wanted to use pink. Pink is one of my favourite colours. I love using it and I was excited to have an excuse. I did struggle a little bit trying to come up with an idea for the pose. There's so many different poses you can do for a prompt like this and I was just struggling to decide which one to go for. I sketched up a couple of different ideas. I ended up going with a different pose than even the ones that I had sketched up. So I will admit that the pose turned out a little bit simple. It isn't really as intricate or complicated as I probably could have made it, which is a little bit disappointing. But other than that, I really like this drawing. I don't know whether I've talked about this before in a video, but I find ballet so interesting. I just have so much respect for people who can dance like that. I just think it's really cool. It's so like beautiful and delicate and like dainty, and yet there's so much strength behind it. And I just find that fascinating that people are so talented and incredible and they put so much time and effort into things like that. Just I'm not athletic at all. I mean, I'm an artist, so like I sit at a desk all day. So stuff like that just absolutely fascinates me. I just think it's so incredible and I just have so much respect for people who dance, I guess, and I just think it's so interesting. That's essentially why this prompt is in my prompt list in the first place, and also just because with ballet I feel like there's so many different poses you can practice. When I was looking up references just for some inspiration for this prompt, I decided that I wanted to give her a darker skin tone. Just because I was scrolling through a lot of reference pictures and looking at different poses and things and just trying to figure out what I was going to draw, and I just found that a lot of the people I was looking at in these reference photos were very pale skinned, and if you've seen any of these videos you probably know that I like to try my best to be as diverse as possible with the skin tones that I draw, to the best of my ability anyway. I really like to incorporate lots of different skin tones into my drawings, and so for this one I really wanted to do a dark skin tone because I actually thought that like blush pink colour would look really pretty against a darker skin tone, so that's really what I wanted to go for. I actually went for kind of a lineless style with the colouring. I just lined the face because I have found through practice and through doing previous illustrations that I struggle a lot with keeping the face details looking right when I do this lineless style, so I do line the face just to make sure that all of the facial features are prominent enough that they're not going to get lost in the final image, but then the rest of it I kept pretty lineless. I just thought it would look really pretty. I definitely knew that I didn't want to outline the like skirt because I'm imagining that it's made of this kind of light tulle like material, and so I didn't want these dark lines around it or anything, so I just thought doing it lineless and going in with markers and colouring it would look really pretty and would make it look a lot lighter, and I just decided to do the rest of the image lineless. I was already doing the skirt lineless. I knew that I wanted to keep the hair lineless as well because I've been doing that a lot lately. But I actually find it really fun to just go in with marker on top of a pencil sketch without any definitive line art. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I don't think it's super groundbreaking or unique. Like I said, I really wish I had done a more complicated pose and just really attempted something a little bit more intricate. But overall I don't dislike it. I think it's cute for what it is. I just kind of wish I'd pushed myself a little bit further to do a more complicated pose for this prompt. That's all for today. If you're interested, there's a link to the full challenge playlist on screen and in the description. Subscribe if you'd like to keep up with me completing this challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow for another prompt. Take care.